Hello, hello, how are you? This is Matthew with Love Buddy. This is another LoveCast today. Today is, let's see, it's 10 a.m. here in the Philippines on Monday, the 17th of June, 2019. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful time. Hope your life is full of love. Today we're talking about interesting topic, meditation, because meditation has usually, if we're doing it right, it's going to have a direct effect on the amount of love we have in our lives. It's going to have the effect on some of the love qualities that we feel. Some of the qualities like calmness and focus and clarity and meditation is something that I've been doing for years off and on. And there are different types of meditation. For example, there's transcendental meditation, which I experimented with probably 1984, 1983. And that was interesting. There are some famous people. I think Jerry Seinfeld is one of them that practices transcendental meditation every day. And I was living in Los Angeles at the time, and a friend told me about it, and I tried it, and I thought it was pretty good, but it wasn't a big life changer for me. And I started meditation probably when I was interested in hypnosis because I would work on getting myself into the right frame of mind. I would work on getting myself relaxed and focused and calm when I was doing the self hypnosis process. Part of it was just calming down and relaxing. And I guess that might be also part of the when people use the feedback machines. Okay, so sometimes the biofeedback machines can give us an idea what our brain waves are, what our brainwave state is. And one other type of meditation, I did some vipassana meditation when I was in Malaysia. And this is a popular practice that comes out of, I guess it comes out of India originally. And a lot of people do this vipassana meditation where you will meditate and think of nothing, or maybe just think of the air coming in and out of your nose. Focus on that. They use that. Or at least at the stage that I was at, they used that. Working on focusing on the air coming in and out of your nose, or sometimes just trying to focus on thinking nothing, is what a lot of people talk about when they talk about meditation. But the thing about meditation, especially, is that it should put you in more of a calm state of mind. Meditation should help you to relax more and get in touch more with your inner self. During meditation, what I did for years was try to think of nothing. And there was actually times where I did really think of nothing. But then your mind says, "Oh, wow, look at that. Notice that I'm thinking of nothing. Okay, now I'm thinking of nothing." And then you realize that the mind is always going to be active and you go around in circles, and that's okay. Once I realized that meditation, it's okay during meditation if you are having thoughts. Robert J. Ringer, who wrote a book called Looking Out for Number One, he talked about a kind of meditation where he would sit and relax and focus and just let thoughts, free flowing thoughts, go through his mind. And that was an effective kind of meditation for him, and that worked for him. And so, hearing these different types of meditation and trying these different types of meditation, there was something that I did. There was something that I learned to do. And that was, yeah, try to think of nothing. And here's how I would try to do it. Now, I do this every day for 15 minutes. I do it every morning. A lot of times I do it right before my broadcast, before this LoveCast, to get myself in more of a relaxed and calm frame of mind, get myself more focused. And what I'll do is I'll close my eyes. I sit in my chair and I lean back so that I'm not stressing out any muscles. You don't have to be sitting on the floor in any kind of a yoga position or anything like that. You don't have to be lying down. In fact, lying down sometimes, for me, what it's caused is for me to fall asleep. I get so relaxed, and then I kind of lose the benefit of the meditation. So what I'll do is I'll sit in the chair, I'll close my eyes, and then I breathe. I breathe deeply, and I count my breaths. And with each breath, I imagine stoking a fire inside, like a fire of love, a fire of calmness every time I breathe in. And I breathe in 25 times. That normally takes about 5 minutes to do that part. And then I have 10 minutes more of the thinking of nothing part. And what I'll do is, the reason that people try to think of nothing with meditation, or why they try to focus on their nose, or why they try to focus on a word, a secret word that I was given that I'm not supposed to tell anybody, that was in TM, is it gives you a focal point. And the very act of having a focal point during meditation kind of defeats the purpose in my mind, because what I find meditation to be beneficial at doing is building our love, putting us in the love zone, building our strength, building our faith and love. And the way that I do that now, and the way I've been doing that for a while now, is to focus on letting go. Not so much only physically letting go, like I'm going to fall off the chair or something like that. It's not so much that. And I'm sitting on a chair where it's not an issue where I have to worry about losing my balance or falling off. I can relax as much as I need to relax so that I'm not distracted by any muscle stress or anything like that. But when it comes to thoughts, with a love meditation, what you can do is you can just continue to relax. And sometimes people will say, let go and let God. And what I'll say is, let go and let love. So while I'm still breathing calmly and quietly, I'm just letting go. Thoughts will come in and you let the thoughts go. You don't get into any kind of a complicated thinking, trying to solve a problem, trying to remember something, doing a grocery list, or trying to solve any problem. In fact, if we relax during meditation, normally problems solve themselves. So if you start meditating with some kind of a problem and your intention is to let go and not try to solve the problem, you're conscious of the problem. You know that it's there. You're not trying to think about it. You're not thinking about it. But while you are sitting and meditating, the problem can very well solve itself, and it usually does during the meditation process, or shortly thereafter, or maybe sometimes it takes a little bit longer, depending upon the nature of the problem, depending upon the situation that you're in. But you let go and you let love. And I picture love the way it's described, the way it's conceived and talked about when people have these near-death experiences, for example, and there's just this infinite bright light. There's this infinite just warmth. It's not just about light, it's about warmth. It's about, they say it's about just being cradled in and surrounded by total unconditional love, because that's what love is. Love in itself is unconditional. We're the conditional ones. We're the ones that have trouble applying it, understanding it sometimes, being loving and being in the love zone. So what we do is we picture being totally relaxed, calm, feeling all the love that's just all around us, feeling this relaxed state, and just letting go. So letting go, now I think this is what people who do meditation down the ages, maybe a lot of them have been going for that. And my opinion of the best way to meditate is to get into the love zone really completely, really deeply, to where you're totally trusting love, to where you get this feeling that everything's going to be okay. So you let go of all the stresses on all levels. Now, some of these are physical. Some of these are mental. Some of these are subconscious. Some of these are some of these could be spiritual or like during thought processes too. So we can feel stresses, we can feel worries, we can feel aggravation, we can feel frustration, where the flow of the universe, we don't really feel it, we're fighting it. It's like we're grabbing onto something tightly and we're holding on because we're worried about something. So meditation gives you that chance to let go of the worry. And really, oftentimes, always worry doesn't really help us. Sometimes we need to make focused effort to solve a problem, solve a situation, solve maybe some kind of a challenge that we're experiencing in life. We always do better if we're relaxed and calm and focused. Sometimes it doesn't require any action whatsoever. Sometimes there's absolutely nothing we can do. And in that case, this love meditation, this works as well because it helps us and it reminds us, it helps us to remember that not everything can be handled by worry, by effort, by arguing, by pushing. In fact, very few things can. So when we get into this natural flow of life, when we feel this harmony, this rhythm, this frequency of love that's everywhere all the time, we focus on feeling that, being part of that, being enveloped in that, and resonating with that calm and focused feeling. That's what love meditation is. That's what I do every day for 15 minutes. And it has the best effects for me of any other types of. I've tried a lot of different types of meditation, including the type where you do sit in a lotus position and hold your hands in a certain position. I've tried that too. I've tried the kind of meditation um, in Buddhism, and I've found that this one is the one that calms me, though, especially with the understanding of love. When you understand what love is and you know what people are talking about, when they experience love and when you see love in the world and you get that feeling, and it just brings tears to your eyes because it's so moving, something that's so loving. You understand this frequency of love, what love really is. Then you know what to feel for. Then you know what to reach for. Then you know how to meditate. You know what to go for. And I should make one more comment before we wrap it up here. And that is sometimes a thought does come in the mind. I got to pick up the dry cleaning. And it just is there. And it's just so obvious. And what I've tried to do before was let go of it completely. And sometimes I would let go of it completely, which is what we normally do with all kinds of thoughts that come in. Just, okay, bye, let that go. But then I didn't remember to pick up the dry cleaning later on because I let go of it so thoroughly. Or sometimes it's just there and you try to meditate through it. You try to let go of it. You can't let go of it. It's too hard to let go of. So what I found to be really effective that, you know, meditation, it doesn't have to be this perfect bubble that pops when you're done. It's just a gradient process of coming in and out of this deep feeling of letting go and letting love. So what I'll do sometimes if something comes up in my mind, or it's a great idea, a lot of times, a lot more times it happens that really get a great idea pops into my mind. Oh yeah, I should do this. This is a really good thing for the Love Buddy project, for example. I'll write it down. I'll open my eyes. I always got a pen and paper nearby. I'll jot it down, and then I'll get back to what I'm doing, and I can totally let go of it then, and I know I'm not going to forget it. And I save that good idea. I save that thing that I wanted to remember that was so important to me. And it doesn't mess up my meditation. In fact, that's quicker and more effective than it is to try something else, try another thing that I've tried so far when thoughts come into mind. Doesn't happen very often. Might happen once every 5 meditations, or it might happen once every 2 or 3 meditations, one idea or maybe 2 ideas. Kind of depends on how fertile my mind is or how fertile your mind is at the time. But don't let these things stop you. Don't let them trip you up. The main thing to focus on with the love meditation, that's going to make your whole day go so much better. And overall, the people who meditate, are healthier because they're paying attention to the health of their body and how their body feels. The main thing is let go and let love. Just let go. Let go of the worries, let go of the stress, let go of everything, and know in your heart that everything's going to be okay. And that's a love meditation. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Thank you so much for listening. I hope there's a lot of love in your life. I love you. I look forward to seeing you next time. See some of the notes here, by the way, some of the notes in this video. If you want to look into this more, see more about Love Buddy. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.